Greetings. All right. This is Thursday night. So, yeah, I was gonna wait for people to join, but who cares? They'll see it eventually. So, the title of this is "Been Abducted Lately?" Yeah, so join the club. So, about a couple of nights ago, I think it was Friday. Oh, it's a Wednesday morning, something like that. Wednesday, yeah, somewhere during the night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Wednesday morning, whatever. Well, anyway, Wednesday morning I woke up. I think it was Wednesday. I can't remember anymore. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I found some marks on my arm. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's right there. Right there. It looks like a triangle. I can't really see it. Yeah, that's not normal. That's not a bug. It's not a roach. It's not a fly. It's I got it tattooed. I guess by reptilians. So I did a channeling. Yeah, it was Tuesday night. I know I made somebody mad. So yeah, here we are. I didn't feel anything bizarre. I mean, usually I've been dreaming more recently. I didn't dream anything that night. I don't always remember the dreams, but I knew something. Like last night, I knew something was going on. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't meant to. Wasn't that important for me to remember. So yeah, you look up alien abductions. It's that same type of mark. Here, I'll show it again because I feel like I'm special. Yeah, it's right here. You can barely see, you can't see it here on video, but you can kind of tell that's, yeah. So I feel like there's some zeta energies there too. Lovely. So I think it's one, yeah, more like a tracking thing. I'm not really thinking they're tracking. I think whatever. Their sad show is not coming to an end, but it's yeah, they're doing everything they can to keep themselves relevant. Let's put it that way. So this is not in the subject matter, the title of this. I have been getting, because I'm doing Anunnaki stuff. It is doing a lot of clearing for myself. I'm going a little bit deeper into reality of the unknown. I'm actually going to do an Anunnaki connection. I'll do an Agartha. I feel like Agarthian's here, so I'll probably do a little bit of Anunnaki. We'll see how things go. I might just do, one thing though. Yeah, so channeling Anunnaki ended up bringing an Arcturian being for the webinar. So I downloaded knowledge from Anunnaki for a while. And so when Arcturian comes in, they can read it for me. I can bring a Palladian being. I'm not sure that would be the same. They read it differently, let's put it that way. So they have their own interpretations. But I feel like the Arcturian's ones that read it the best. So for right now, I'm feeling that. So where we're going with all this? Oh yeah, what is not in the title of this, which I probably should have put in the title. Well, tomorrow I made a note of it so I don't forget. I'm not going to go into details of what that's going to be about, but I can tell you this. Okay, so you have the elites obviously running the show, right? Canadian Anunnaki is helping me see a little bit more clearly how things work here, slowly. I feel like the manipulators of our reality are on ship, mostly. Now, how the hell they do everything is still not very clear. They do it through astral somehow, but I believe it's more through the fourth dimension of how they, how they get celebrities, how they get, certain souls to be, they use the grays for a lot of that. to pick out who's going to be their next millionaire that they're going to control. For Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. I feel like it's all happening in the fourth dimension. And they get the Greys and other beings. Probably the Greys play a big part in that, and planting the seed of manifesting these things. Planting the seed meaning like make sure that person's born. If that person, two people get together, have a kid, make sure it's like I know it sounds weird, like the right soul gets in there. I know it sounds weird. Something like that. I don't have all the details, but I mean, it has to happen somehow. I mean, the way this place is so screwed up. I mean, spirit's not involved. I mean, obviously they are. But of course, they understand the soul growth where things are going to go. It's like, they're in spirit talking to a being. Like, so you want to sell out? Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Okay, then you can be the CEO of Amazon or Microsoft or whatever the hell it is. Or Alibaba or wherever it is. And then now, once they get here, they can choose if they want to do it or not. It's not 100%. They can get somebody else to run whatever agenda they have. Like with Facebook, they can get somebody else to run Facebook. But, find the first sellout that grabs on, they're going to take it. That's this whole growth. I mean, it's whatever. We've probably all been there sometime in some point of view. But either way, it feels I'm connected to Anunnaki, and I get stamped. And I'm here talking about it. I mean, little by little, I've been feeling. Now, it's been going on for a while, but I feel it more now that most of this is done on like motherships. They're probably obviously cloaked, but I don't feel like they get involved with astral. Of course, astral is kind of fourth dimension, but not. There's different ways of going about that. It's like an astral within an astral, something like that. So, but yeah, it's mostly it's a fourth dimension, but it's not astral. They get involved with astral, but it's not. I don't think it is astral. Yeah, it's not. I mean, they obviously work with astral, but anyway, it's mostly fourth dimensional beings. They know what the hell they're doing, and it's reptilians. It's Anunnaki beings. It's whatever. Yeah, they're all like some of them are. It's not like they're like little kids. I mean, they might be alien beings, but they're like children. So that's kind of funny. Doing a bang up job here, aren't they? So yeah, they're doing everything they can to keep us hypnotized. Obviously, they're doing a hell of a job of that. So I just started figuring these things out. Well, the idea is, I've said this before in the past, it's like you kind of have to piss them off to know anything about them. But not try to piss them off, just be yourself. And eventually you'll get on somebody's nerves and they'll tattoo you or come after you, depending on what you're here to do. And then you'll get information from them. It's kind of like you go in a bar and get in a fight, and then you get like knowledge from where they come from and stuff like that. You get the crap beat out of you, whatever it is. I don't think these beings are that strong either. They might act like they are, but they're not that tough. They hide well. They're very good at hiding, obviously, because we're not seeing them anywhere. They know how to cloak in. They know how to cloak themselves. They know how to stay incognito. They're excellent at that, but they're weak as shit. As soon as you find them, they're just crying. Don't hit me. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's the energy I get from them. And these are the ones running this planet right now. So there's Anunnaki involved, but it's not all Anunnaki. I'm back of my head feels like it's fire right now. Yeah, it's insectoids. It's not just one being. There are feline beings. There's a little bit of everybody there. Definitely carrion beings. Yeah. So yeah, they stay hidden. But they do, I feel they do show themselves every once in a while because they have to, or so somebody shows, and the alien beings know who they are. At least that's the energy I'm getting from it. So, they from Sirius. The energy I'm getting from, they're from all over the place. But yeah, there are Sirians involved, Palladians, a little bit here and there. Remember, this is a small group. It's not that big. But they're coward beings, though. Good luck on getting a hold of them. So you have reptilians and other beings that try to be intimidating. So obviously, one thing about the elite. I mean, think about like rich, wealthy elite. They might be. I mean, some of them are tough, but a lot of them are weak as hell when you shine the light on. They're drinking coffee all day and drinking champagne, and there's nothing going on there. And as soon as you make them mad, then they make you go away. So the aliens are similar to that. I don't think the aliens are that sophisticated. Obviously, they've done everything they can to keep themselves hidden. They've done that. They did a damn good job on that. But it doesn't mean that they're tough as for who they are. So that's my insight. What I'm feeling from right now. Normally, I don't get a feeling like that. So it's a little bit of a surprise. Now, it's not really well, it's kind of a surprise. Not one that people are going to be looking for, but I think it'd be, well, we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. Okay, ZymeTalk.com. For those new to all this, I have private sessions. There's I'll learn that channel. Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. Shop here is at, I forget, I'm on the 10th, I think, or the 9th, something like that. Same situation here. There are channelers and healers I do recommend. Social network, grab it. And early access. Some of my stuff that will be made public eventually. Okay, speaking of elites. Oh, it didn't work. This thing is not that fancy after all. Huh. I want to make sure I do this right because the gag is not, it doesn't work without showing it. So you got the richest man in the world. He has a feminine wife, and then he moves in with a not so feminine wife. She was like a transvestite. So the energy I got from her, I've seen her before, but I didn't really pick up on it. But she has more of a masculine energy, and she changed her face to be more of a I don't know, I just feel like, I mean, obviously trying to be younger, but I get more of a masculine vibration from her. Like even she changes her face, so she can be more of a manly type of, and she doesn't look manly, but it's there. She's not, she flies a helicopter. How many women fly around in helicopters? I mean, actual pilot, not many. So that's more of a masculine energy. It's kind of creepy when you think about it. But anyway, it's the same thing as Michelle Obama. I mean, that's a male incarnated there, I believe, but just a masculine female. I don't think that's an actually male, but yeah, I don't think so. That's something hard to really cover up, but I guess you never know. I have to see evidence of that to believe it. Who knows? The way things are right now, hell, if that's a guy, I wouldn't be damn bit surprised. But at this point, I don't think it is. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. Who cares? All right. Looks like we're having a focus issue again. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're going to a little bit of Anunnaki energy, or yeah, we're going a little bit of that. Probably Anki a little bit, and we'll go into Agartha energies are pretty strong right now, which I haven't heard from them in a while anyway. So, yeah. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Enki. Yes, the souls, as you know, choose their incarnations of who they want to be. So some of them, to learn fast, incarnate into an elitist incarnation, a one of power. And yes, they don't always have control over that power. Other beings can cause abuse, human trafficking. A lot of these major companies, not all of them, but a good portion, are here to hide the human trafficking that's going on, of course, obviously, as some of you know. Hollywood, but not just them. A lot of them are not seen. IBM is very connected to that. As for tracking humans here, tracking them is very important. Many of you, yes, have a phone, you're being tracked there, but you'd be surprised how many don't really care about tracking you right now, unless you're on a list. Now, yes, they track everyone, but they don't necessarily need technology. It does make it easier. But if they want to, that's when it becomes a problem. And disappearing is not as easy as it sounds, of course. So we do see a lot of these companies going down, not all of them, but over time will break the contract of human trafficking on your planet. Some of these companies advertise to children, just to give you a hint. A lot of them are starving right now, at least the companies. They're trying to, yes, there's a lot of it. It's unfortunate. A lot of these souls are, once again, some of these souls that incarnate in a wealthy incarnation don't care of the karma. They need to learn. Someone just take all the karma they can get because they've never been through it before. And of course, going through it's a whole other story. But a lot of them are newer souls. That's why they have the energy that they do. Usually souls that have a lot of energy, I haven't been here very often. Some of you have been here over and over and over. You have no more energy. That also shows that the fight is getting thicker on your planet also. It's getting harder to be here, as some of you are noticing, mentally wise, physically wise. Because for these beings, for the darkness to be discovered, they're not going to go down without a fight. But some of you are feeling that fight astrally. Into the higher realms of astral, it doesn't matter. Even your spirit realm gets affected by it greatly. As a lot of souls even want to incarnate here after what they're seeing what's going on here at this time. A lot of things are getting shut down, even spiritually, for souls even incarnate here. You'd be surprised. You don't have souls here. Souls are not being incarnated here as much as they used to now. Doesn't mean it's going to come to an end. It's the end of the humanity. Nothing like that. It's just not the same numbers because of what the earth is going through at this moment. It is hard to get in right now. It is hard to be here right now. Now, some will find a way, of course. Those that truly want to be here. Some are just going to wait it out until you all figure things out for yourselves, which takes a couple of years, actually. There is a domino effect coming in, as eventually your aliens will be disclosed. They have to be. Now, it's only certain individuals here to do so. Not necessarily to sacrifice your life, but for you to untangle the codes they put on this world to keep themselves hidden. The human mind, as you know, keeps the alien realms hidden. It keeps the fourth dimension non-existent. They do everything they can, called the monetary system, to build up a third dimension reality. The monetary system is your matrix, basically. It's not all of it, but it does play a role in keeping the mind focused on the physical. Wonder why humans are slaves. You're slaves so you can keep the third dimension going. Once that slavery ends, because many of you that do not have to, go to a 9-to-5 job, find peace within yourself, tranquility. Yes, you might have some darkness, but that's okay. But you feel like you can center with the earth. And that's when the high vibrations come in. That's when you know the true reality. Now think about the majority of your society doing that. And it just finds them. Let's put it this way. When less souls have to go to a 9 to 5 job, when that's all, you don't have to worry about work anymore. You just do whatever you want. I know it sounds a little bit strange here, but someone just lay around, do nothing, and just fart around for us. Either way, the spirit world has when you have less stress around you might have life stress, relationship stress, or just problems you want to invent. When the world doesn't have to work every day as it does now, and just calms down the stress, that's when the spirit world truly comes in. It just knocks on your door. It says hello. Yeah, all of a sudden you get messages. All of a sudden you're feeling strange. That's when it really hits worldwide. So for this stoppage of your planet is a sign of things to come. Because things need to come to an end. For your fourth dimension to truly find some air in your reality. So you look at, obviously many have to make a living, we understand that. But the universe has a way of working things out. And you might have difficulties with the universe, please, the complaint department's there. They need to hear your stress. It's not going to be easy. The third dimension is developed for slavery. It is a slave reality. It's to slave you into the physical realm. You're going to glimpse into other planets that are much more difficult than this one. At least you have some idea of what's going on. Your minds, yes, are programmed, but there are other planets where it's all programmed. You cannot be a truther or a starseed person. It doesn't exist. They truly have the mind shut down, like a zombie reality, even worse. Yes, it's bad, but you actually go to the zombie reality to break out of another reality that's controlled. Yes, a big brother system where even like thought police, they can actually sense if you're thinking about breaking out mentally. That's how psychic some worlds are. Yes, not healthy at all. And they're in your universe, yes. Every galaxy has a world similar to yours in their own form. Not always to this type of suppression. Some are better, some are worse. There is always a world like this somewhere. It might skip a couple of galaxies. Not every galaxy has something exactly like this, but there is always a darker world that's going through heavier tests. So every galaxy needs it in your universe. And they all connect. As you break free, you will see this more clear. There are, yes, computer realities, matrix realities. That's one version of Earth, but also it's another planet that you're connected to also. So the only way to truly connect to alien vibrations, yes, is to allow more of the mind to break free of the connections here. To go more global, well, it's universally, galactically. It's not easy, of course. It is piece by piece. Because, yes, we can give you information that you might not, obviously, most of society will not believe it. They have to see it, they have to experience it in some ways. And it's not always meant for that. If you're meant to truly have it, if you're ready for it, it will find itself. It's like if you hear it, it's like, I'm not sure about that. The universe will deliver to give you, if you need it, if you need confirmation, if it's part of your soul growth. Like some of the conspiracy theories that you hear are very true, even not always easy to believe. If you need confirmation, it will find. It doesn't mean you're going to end up in the conspiracy theory. As someone's like, I need real truth, and all of a sudden you're behind bars. No, you don't have to go through that. Some souls did, but most won't have to go through that. So, blessings. Greetings to you. My name is Henyo. I'm an elf being. Greetings. I'm also very connected to the insectoids. As you know more of your Earth, where your planet came from, it was here to solve a lot of problems in your universe. Not just beings not getting along with each other, but also the creation of certain species that were not. It's here to understand species of alien. Not all aliens can understand all aliens. It is impossible. So they humanize a lot of it. A lot of alien beings have been humanized. They're human energies. Well, a feline human, etc. It's like for us to fully understand you, incarnate on a world similar to this. And some do become dictators, yes. But some become shamans. So it's a little bit of everything you have. The programming of your planet is to unprogram your universe. Well, to actually increase the lessons, but then to heal them. Do you know what needs to be healed in your universe? It's not always clear. So as the human energy shifts more to an understanding of your universe, of basically as understanding of your timelines, what you're here, yes, you are internally here to learn. When you come to a part of it where you feel like you've learned your lessons here, if you're here to bring in an alien vibration, we'll find this way here. Throughout your life, it becomes easier. You are just uncoding the Earth's energy field at this time. You're decoding it for more of your universe to connect with you. Be careful what you ask for, of course. Now, many humans might, yes, look the other way, laugh. There's nothing to laugh about. A lot of alien beings don't laugh at all. Most of them, quite a few of them are quite angry with each other because they're not getting along. They have a problem with communication, as you have problems here. But the thing about an insectoid being and a human being communicating doesn't always work so well. American humans, I don't want to talk to that insectoid being. I just don't want to talk to them. Everybody has their reasons for it. As you have your reasons for what you don't, who you want to talk to, you don't want to. So now it's interesting your society is trying to get along. It's not doing itself very well, but you have diplomats. Aliens have diplomats. A lot of diplomats don't last very long in the alien realms. In the higher dimensions, they don't feel like they need that, but in the fourth dimension, they do. Yes, it's hard to cross into the fifth dimension when you don't know anything about the fourth dimension. The fifth dimension is not perfect either. They got problems too. If you think the fifth dimension is all roses and fairies and kisses, think again. Now, that's not everywhere. There are positive places, like you have places like Hawaii and other places that are fine. So it's not at all the loss, not at all. But there are places that need understand. Basically, alien beings, as you are finding problems being understood yourself individually, this is your alien universe. They don't feel like nobody understands them either. Some groups understand each other, but other groups, it's like, we don't understand you, so we're going to have a war with you. We're going to destroy you. We're going to take you off the universe, or we're going to wipe you out altogether. Some, see it. Positive beings are too weak to do anything, and then they get conquered. And the ones that conquered them get weak, and someone else conquers them, and someone else conquers them. It just keeps going on and on. That's what your world's dealing with right now. So you are at a time of release. Mother Earth, there's many reasons why this world was created. Mother Earth, there's different ways of looking at part. Felt abandoned, misunderstood. Wanted to answer the universe's problems through whoever would come here. She in some ways felt abandoned from the universe. That she felt like she was misunderstood. So she brought other beings that are misunderstood here too. And now it is the way it is. For her, this is a walk in the park compared to other planets. But the pain is necessary. The violence here, all of it's necessary for truth to come through. Like once you're done with all your war, you're done destroying each other, done hating each other, what do you have after that? Eventually you'll find peace. And that's what you're working towards. Yes, you have to destroy each other. You must do what you must do. She doesn't want that, but for you to find peace here to show it can be done, and it's happening now. Peace is being done here. There are places that it's not always manipulation. Just some souls need to get out their aggravation. As Agarthian beings, we see it all, but even we have our own problem. Everybody has their own problems. Even spirit has their problems, because spirit don't always listen to us. We don't always understand them. Because sometimes, yes, spirit makes a lot of mistakes themselves. And we listen to them, and they get it wrong, and we pay for it. As you do too. That's why you're here to fix a lot of that too. A lot of the souls they think, yes, a lot of souls think they know it all. Not all, but a good amount. But this is how you learn. But see, you knew that connecting to them. It's like you learn together. This is where families come from. You incarnate here in the physical. You have family members that are spirit beings. You learn from each other. You might not always like each other. You'd be surprised for bitterness how far it goes. It can go to spirit. It's like it's an alien life. Yeah, problem there. Does it go back to spirit life? Oh, yes, definitely. So, yes, the pearly gates. Death should be an easy vibration for you to release the physical, to heal your problems, maybe not all of them, to understand. It's basically going into spirit from physical into spirit. It just you have an understanding. You might not have all the answers. No. You still have problems. And that doesn't mean you're at peace with yourself either. It just means you're out of the physical body. That's all that means. You're out of that test. We have more tests to go. You actually see many that die and go into spirit, see all their future lifetimes lined up. It's like all the stuff they did not learn from their previous incarnation.